Okay, so here we are, just waiting for the match to start. Up that production quality. Got a cam casting out everybody. Waiting for the last player here. And hey, where's your last guy? Everybody getting into the game mode. Waiting for the. Okay. Okay, so here we are going into the draft of Game 2 of We Dive Towers versus 5 Disciples of Jesus. All the teams getting ready for the action over there. And I'm going to take this time to add a nice little MEGCON2014 logo over top of the draft. Oh, yeah. Edit that scene.
Radiant team banned.
I'm going to be dumb, and I'm going to cover up this band pick.
Dire team banned.
Here we go. Yeah, band pick. Okay, here we are. Game 2. Ban out the Faceless Void again, and Radiant. We Dive Towers. Banned out that Skyrat. Did so much work in the last game. Couldn't stand to not ban that out. I would call that a respect ban from Radiant for the Team Jesus. Towards Team Jesus.
10 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Decent normal bans, kind of expected so far. And that Skyrat, they got that in there though. Picking up a Miranda this time, going to be able to do move on some ganks with the ultimate, which is called Moonlight Shadow. Of course, I forgot. Get the leap, get them arrows, them sick arrows in here. Looking forward to seeing some of those. Picking up a Death Prophet, trying to get some push in. Banned out last game, but this time maybe we'll get some of those that action going on here. I'm going to put this down really quick because I want to see if this is actually doing the thingamajig. Well, now I'll just wait. Next pick from Radiant. They're coming up here. Coming up here to
10 seconds remaining.
10 seconds remaining. This is the worst place ever to put that. Maybe if I put that, I'm gonna move that. If I edit scene.
Centaur War Runner. Dire team ban. Radiant team.
That's better. That's much better.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Dyer's picking up that Centaur War Runner. Omni Knight being picked up by Radiant. I do know that Ramadier is a big player of Omni Knight, so we're probably going to expect Omni Knight to be played by Ramadier, which be able to sustain damage for team fights, maybe help him defend the towers. Especially if you get the Aghanim Scepter, you'll be able to get use the Guardian Angel to defend towers as well, and then global and everything, so we'll be able to get some nice counter pushes, or the defense of pushes and everything for that, so that'd be great. So bad.
10 seconds remaining.
Second phase of bans here. We have
Remaining.
Phantom Lancer and Demon. Warlock, not Demon. Oh my god, Warlock banned out, and Silencer and Enigma. Cut over the camera here, see the deep concentration of team.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I'm casting. I'm casting this game right here. I don't care, but just waiting for. It looks like they're on some good old reserve time on Radiant here, just trying to lock out their picks. They need to get a solid draft this time to be able to get this win in, because otherwise they forfeit they get the round taken against them and everything, because it's a best of 3 and they lost 2, and I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. But Radiant picks up the Magnus, gonna get some nice action with that reverse polarity, good for team fights. Suck everybody in so they can do some more damage. Keep everybody around with the Death Prophet ult, and maybe get a purification on top of it too. Get a lot of AoE damage right now. So far so good. It's kind of probably an AoE build for a team. Wraith King being able to sustain team fights and everything. Get a stun in there. It's just a solo stun, but be able to get some work going on with it, and then get his ultimate going and be able to sustain team fights very well. Got Zeus coming up. So far, not the squishiest lineup by Radiant. But Zeus is really good in the early game, so he'll be able to get some serious damage going on. Probably going to be like a mid roll, I would imagine, unless Rana takes it or something. I don't know. I'm so bad at that thing.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm gonna stop saying that because you know just how bad this cast is.
Reserve time.
Waiting for the final bans to come out from Radiant Dire side. Reserve time being used for the final ban on Radiant side. Probably not sure what they want to go for. Trying to see if they want to ban off one of the heroes from the last game, or see if there's another. Try to figure out another hero that works with the lineup and syncs well. Try and block that out so that they can take the win on this game. It's gonna be a Phantom Assassin.
Team ban.
Do some of the crits. I don't know how that synergizes with everything other than lockdown. Slows? Not really lockdown, but slows. Oh.
10 seconds remaining.
And Slaughter's the other main thing.
Pick.
So, removing some of that, some more of the AoE and everything. Oh, of course, Wraith Knight has an AoE heal to help everybody sustain the whole team fight, too. Yeah.
Seconds remaining.
Looks like they're going to go into reserve time for Radiant. Radiant's going to go into reserve time there to see if they can figure out what they're going to pick up. Going to make this one really count, get a nice, solid team so they can win this game. Continue on with the best of 3. Otherwise, 5 disciples of Jesus will take this series. No Darkseer, which is even more AoE damage. With the Ion Shell as well as the Wall of Replica, being able to drop some down, get a bunch, maybe not AoE for the Wall of Replica, but to be able to help them defend and everything. We got a Riki coming out, so we have some invisibility coming out, so we'll be able to probably expecting ganks, especially with the Centaur Warrunner and everything.
Lagging, or is that the animations?
I think I was over here. That's probably the animation. I didn't change the thing. Oh well. No, I want to move that. That's fine.
Prepare for battle! If you want peace, you must prepare for war. If you want war, you must also prepare for war. The lesson is always prepare for
Always
war.
prepare for war. I should probably do things. Okay, let's introduce the Radiant team. We have Albs on the Darkseer, Kanyan on the Magnus, Foresight here, Pyrrhenia on the Wraith King, Ramadir on the Omni-Knight, like I said. He's been played a lot of Omni-Knight recently, so he should be able to do some work with that and help heal up his team, defend pushes, and hopefully that Radiant will be able to push that into an advantage for them. Nivik finally is on the Death Prophet, doing the solo mid there. Let's do the Dire now. We have Andre No Johnson as the Marana here, doing a single point in Sacred Arrow. Tony Gwyndranger is on the Witch Doctor. In the B, solo mid with that Zeus. Riki being played by Dirk Atnus. And then the Centaur being played by Grindin Coldfed on El's Couch. Ead's Couch. I don't know. Looks like it's going to be doing dual lanes on the Radiant again. Pushing the tri-lane again on the Dire side, just like they did last game. Seemed to work out pretty well for them. Even their solo was able to sustain it, and Centaur should be able to hold himself pretty well over there, especially against a duel. Marana putting some early aggression towards the Magnus. Just trying to keep him from getting too close to the creeps to get that farm in the early game here. So far, not too much action. Death Prophet's taking a little bit of damage here in mid. Not doing a whole lot for either side there. Haven't seen any arrows from Marana just yet, but probably just waiting for the right time to team fight, because run to the tower probably wouldn't be the best time to gank, but we'll see what happens here. Just watching what happen. So Dire pushing out a little bit on top here. Could put them in a bad place to be not very safe for getting caught out by that arrow, which will put him in a stun and then just give him a hard time to be able to survive here. Witch Doctor taking a lot of damage, but healing up with the Tango, so he'll be okay for now. Looks like we got a TP bot from Magnus, trying to take some action on the Centaur Warrunner. See if they can take him out. But it looks like Centaur's coming in, buying boots, so he should have some pretty good mobility to be able to defend off from this attack. Centaur rushing him in here. And it looks like getting a lot of aggression here, a lot of damage on the Radiant side from that Centaur stop. It was able to get out because of that, so far so good for them down there at bottom. A lot of mobility here on this Darkseer, especially since he's got his boots so early here. He'll be able to get out of a lot of tight spots. Gonna have to get some more mana though in order to sustain the escapes. pushing out the tower here. Pretty good on bottom for the Radiant's pushing that out. Still about a half health, a little over half health in the Centaur here. Gonna put him really low if he decides to do a double edge though, because that's gonna take a lot of his health out. Murata's really lining up here for some action on the Starkseer, but nothing really came out of it because he was able to escape before anything really happened here. So nothing really happening so far in this game. 3:30 in, no first blood, which is fine. Magnus is kind of hiding out here in the trees. Hopefully he can get some sort of skewer going on, or skewer coming on so he can jump in and get that Centaur War Runner when he's got his pants down. But we'll see what happens. Stop missing out on the Wraith King, so it didn't get any stuns off right here. Damage being taken by the Death Prophet in mid, but able to get out of there or heal up a little bit. Stun coming out from Wraith King, coming out to Centaur. And he gets caught out, and it looks just barely gets the first blood from on the Centaur. Gets that on the Wraith King, getting that extra gold, but he does die in return. Get that first gold money, be able to get Centaur a nice little stash there to be able to go and get aggressive here more in the early game with some items. Centaur back in lane. Magnus hanging out here, just trying to get some more mana. AFK, I guess. Not really noticing that the Centaur's there. Definitely lost all their surprise in that maneuver there, just sitting there. Should have been waiting in the trees maybe a little bit, just out of shop range. He could have bought something when he got a little closer to his money there, or when he was sure that Centaur wasn't going to be down there. But nothing really disastrous on either side. They just lost a surprise, but which really, I mean, he's been down there for quite a while, so it shouldn't be too much of a surprise that he's hanging out down there. But doing a pincer move on Centaur here. Gets a stomp in, gets a double edge, doing a lot of damage to the Radiant side here. Popping his ult, and Omni gets a heal down. Another double edge, but it wasn't able to take out Magnus. They were able to take out Centaur though with that maneuver. Both pretty much all three really low here. Get a salve coming up on Wraith Knight. Keeping him stocked up here, able to push out. Maybe get some push going on the tower here. So far, a little more even on this game. 2-1 in the favor of we dive towers, but not too far ahead at all or anything. Let's look at this XP graph and see where we're at here. A little bit in the favor of. Just barely in the favor of the Radiant team, but that's again because they have 2 kills now instead of just the 1 for the Dire. The gold graph though, in the favor of the Dire, so opposite of the Radiant, or opposite of the gold XP graph. Oh my God, opposite of the XP graph, but we'll see if they're able to do some work with that. But again, that's going to be starting off with the first blood, giving him that edge on that gold graph here. Right at the 1:40 mark there. Magnus coming up mid in the jungle, or top in the jungle here, trying to get some work done, but wasn't able to find anybody. So he's going to go back towards the tower and just regroup with Darkseer and see where we can go. He can't really TP out right now to bottom to help push or anything. Because he did just use a TP scroll for that, but we'll see what happens after that. So. Death Prophet mid, taking a bit of damage here, but not too bad. They're both ranged. Making a move again on bottom here on the Centaur. But they were both everybody's able to get away from everybody else, so nothing really happening there. Pretty aggressive so far from both teams, but not too aggressive to give up all the kills or anything. So far so good. It looks like we have Mirana coming up in the mid, trying to maybe land an arrow here on Death Prophet, trying to get a gank so that we can start winning their mid game here. But Death Prophet coming up to get that DD rune. But it looks like they're going to get that arrow. Probably should have got an arrow on that, but it looks like they decided not to go for it. Pretty risky because it's got a decent amount of cooldown for what you want to do for it, but hard to hit too. So that's all right, which doesn't really matter that much. But we did give away the DD rune for free. Although with Death Prophet having to go all the way back past the secret shop. Not going to make too much use of it because it's already going to be about halfway gone by the time that she gets back into lane.
I don't think so.
Looks like Moran is over here trying to get an angle on this Darkseer to get an arrow, and huge miss on that. But it is hard to hit that, but definitely needed a stun there in order to make some move on Darkseer. But we'll see if we can actually make it out of here alive. Gets a surge going. But he's able to make it back to the tower just fine. No problems there. Let's see how our mids are doing here. So far we have 31 last hits on Death Prophet and 33 on Zeus. So it's just a slight advantage to Zeus. But really nothing to say too much about that. Gold per minute. We do have more on Riki and Zeus for that. So just slightly edging out with those 2 last hits extra, which... No deaths on either side. There's not going to have any difference there. They do land an arrow on the Darkseer, and with Riki coming in with a smoke screen, able to secure the kill on top there. So then it's 2-3 with Dire in the lead. Net worth. There we are. Magnus and Death Prophet pushing mid with Death Prophet's ult online. And we have Dire coming up to try and defend that. Zeus coming in. I'm terrible at this camera work. Oh, they're right in range of the tower. This isn't going to end so well for either Magnus or Wraith King was able to make it out because of the healing from Omni Knight. But then Centaur comes in, gets the stomp going. Gets the arrow on him. I don't know. There's a lot building up here in mid for the Dire side. Trying to maybe make a push or get some rotation. Trying to get some kills, but Radiant's already gone by this time. So they're not going to get anything. So Centaur's going to stay mid, push it out a little bit. Zeus looks like he might be rotating bottom. Just missed the arrow on the Death Prophet from the Mirana. Magnus coming up mid. Looking for defense here. Both in full vision though, so I don't know. Yeah, Zeus rotating bottom. Gonna use his extra magic damage here to push out the lane, especially with his chain lightning. Arc lightning. Yeah. Ooh, looks like Wraith King's getting really hit here. Didn't have his ult up. What the hell's the level? Didn't have his ult online. I'm not sure. Looks like he was out of mana and wasn't able to get the ult off. Which is very unfortunate for him. He needs to be able to get some of that farm to be able to push him mid and late game here. Witch Doctor hanging on the jungle here. We'll see if he gets seen by the Radiant. Doesn't get seen, gets going at the back door. Gonna try and save this Zeus. Dropping the ultimate with the Witch Doctor. Dominating this Wraith King, who just resurrects just to get hit again. And that's two deaths down. 2 deaths for the Radiant. Or Dire on the Radiant. I don't know. Death Prophet dropping her ult, trying to make some cleanup kills here, but too much health, and they get out. The Dire gets out in time before anything major happens here. So see if they can make some damage on the tower here. Spear's doing a little bit of work, but not too much damage done to the tower here. So still have 971 health. 3/4 of it left there, so still got a ways to go on that tower, but here we are at 13 minutes in, no towers down. That is Death Prophet getting a lot of work done here. So stuff. Not really a lot of work on towers because she wasn't even top. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. We select a hero so we can look at him. Hooray! Things are happening. All the things. Oh, looks like Centaur's making a move here on the bottom tower. Just trying to push up the creep wave here, maybe get a couple of hits on this tower, but Omni Knight's here. So he's probably not going to get too much damage on the tower. Omni Knight uses the Ring of Health. No, not Ring of Health, but Soul Ring. Get some AoE damage on the creeps, able to take them out. To push back this tower. Purification doing a decent amount of damage here on Centaur. But when he gets Strength of Boots back up, he's going to be able to heal back up pretty quick with that 12 HP regen. So he coming in. Oh, that is a lot of damage coming out from the ultimates, combination of ultimates from the dire side on the Radiant here. Taking out 3 of them. Death Prophet pops her ult, try and push back the wave. And just make it so that they can escape here. Joining up for some team healing. Zeus coming around trying to catch Death Prophet out, but she's too fast for him. So she's able to get out without getting initiated on, but also not so far in the lane to be able to do any damage to this upcoming creep wave or the tower here. But with 3 on the dire side waiting for him, I don't think that's a really good idea anyways. Jeez. Camera fail. Tuxier just getting hit by all the crits and the silences from Riki. Got his Abyssal Blade online.
That empty?
It is empty. That sounds really. No, that's Pishel.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's what?
What happened? Ryan.
Team just jumps like, hey, pound.
Oh, snap.
Hey,
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty sure. A lot of rotation coming from Dire side here on top. Maybe they're going to catch out Omni Knight. Omni Knight does a repel. Like a mini BKB there. Trying to defend himself before his team can get there. Just barely missing the arrow. And there are 3 for the Radiant on this side here. Reverse Burley catches the whole team, or catches 3 from the Dire, but no backup coming in. They're not able to make anything happen here. Mirana able to leap away from the stun from Wraith Knight, so help avoid that and get away scot-free. Here we are. This is going to be pretty bad for Wraith Knight, though. You need to get some of that health steal, but should have gotten out of there instead. Because it's hit. Oh, that arrow landed on Darkseer here. And Wraith King getting knocked out as well as Darkseer by the Dire coming in here. Now they're going to take this momentum and be able to push to the bottom tower here. Get some of that extra tasty gold. Get some extra push going on in the bot lane here.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
We got some rotation coming from Dire into the mid here from Radiant. To try or Dire coming in here, rotating into the mid, try and catch Radiant out. Maybe get some kills here. If we can use that push, take their advantage to try and get to take a tower, but it doesn't go so well for them. They get initiated on here by the Radiant and doing quite a bit of damage here. Neither of them able to be taken down, and they were able to get away by the Mirana ultimate. Oh, the Riki going down by Purification and other thing, Shockwave. Yeah. Illusion Rune bottled up by Magnus. Could use it here to maybe push out top a bit. But in mid we have 3 Dire grouping up near the tower. Gonna try and push back. Only 2 from the Radiant coming back out to push it out here. Death Prophet gets hit by the arrow here. Not in a good placement because it's right near the tower. Gets initiated upon by Centaur War Runner and just gets annihilated. And Omnilite here getting blown up as well by the Zeus. They already did a split push here. Pushing out the top tower with Riki and Shadow Shaman. Witch Doctor. Riki and Witch Doctor. Three v 3 here in mid. It looks like Zeus is rotating bot. Maybe check the rune. Nope. Just look like the push out top. Defend the tower here. Push it back out. Darkseer getting a gem here to take care of that pesky Riki. Although he will be able to hide in the tree still, blink in, and get those crits working for his money. Death Prophet up here, pushing up mid, kind of by herself. Wraith King's over here by her, but missing that arrow. It was a really long shot, so they had a lot of time to see it and be able to dodge it here. But now, because of the usage of the Midas, we know that Wraith King, Dire knew that Wraith King was over here. Riki coming in looking for a gank. Possibly going to catch this Wraith King out. Riki just making sure nobody else is over here. Looks like he's just going to scout it up for right now. Not going to initiate right just yet. And the rest of the Dire coming in to take him out. Stuck in the middle of a team fight. He was able to take out Riki. And looks like they're probably going to be able to knock out Zeus. Not quite knock out Zeus as well. Oh my god, there's death everywhere. Close to a full team wipe on both teams, actually, just based on the amount of health in the Radiant. Although Radiant definitely coming out on top on that team fight. And they're able to, Radiant's able to push it out and take that fight into their advantage, be able to take out the rest of the mid tower here. And it looks like they're going to be able to clean up their last kill, maybe, with a well-placed stun. Looks like they're going to back out just before. He's got less than 100 health left. Ooh, 50 health left here after the ticks of damage. But Witch Doctor is going to make it out here, so then they just push out the tower a little bit more. And looks like they're just getting a little scared that the cooldowns or the respawns are coming back out for the Dire side. So they're going to back out a little bit, get some more farm, just farm up on the jungle here. And spend this time to buy some items, heal back up, and get ready for the next team fight. Let's take a look at this XP graph here. Still very well in favor of the Dire, but it is slowly crawling back. It did jump up quite a bit in that last team fight here towards the Radiant side, but Dire still has a very huge advantage on it. If you look at the gold graph, though, coming back right up just close to mid here. Less than 1,000, a little over 1,000 gold in the favor of the Dire, but definitely spiking back up here towards the Radiant side. Maybe they'll be able to even that out. I guess we'll see what happens here in the next few minutes. Arrow coming out, was able to hit the Omni Knight. Ultimate coming out of Zeus, and then a stomp, a blink stomp, being able to take out the rest of Omni Knight's health. The rest of the team is still here. Moonlight Shadow coming out from Mirana, just trying to get maybe some sort of gank on here. And Darkseer definitely not here because he's the one who has the gem, so they can't actually spot out where the heroes are right now. So they're just going to play it safe at the towers and not get too aggressive and do the throws. All the throws. They do know that Riki is top, split pushing over here. They're going to come back over here and try and do some work on him, but they don't have any detection right now, so it might not be the best idea. One hit takes Magnus to half health here, so not the best idea for him just to hang out there solo, but luckily Riki was able to go, or is going back over here to mid to push out there, but they're able to push. Magnus is sticking out here on top, just pushing that back out. The rest of the Radiant team is grouping up in mid here to defend this push, but I'm not sure if they can do it here. Dire's roaming around in the lower jungle here, just trying to find some sort of pick-off so they make the team fight go in their favor for the next one. But they didn't find anything here, so they're just going to back off a little bit and just regroup and see what they're going to do for the next objective here. Radiant is grouped up in mid here, getting ready for the defense of but they don't realize that Dire is back out here yet. Arrow coming out, didn't hit anything, but then we're going to have a nice fight here in jungle. Riki just getting blown up. Zeus able to get out just by the hair in his chinny chin chin with that Force Staff. But not sure if Omni Knight's going to be able to catch him out here. No, not really. Zeus is able to take it away. But they're just gonna Dire's gonna keep farming up in the jungle, and Death Prophet's gonna keep pushing out here mid so they can take some more towers, get some more gold, and take it towards their advantage here. Gold graph tipping down just back down a little bit more towards the 2,500 mark in the favor of the Dire. But still not out of the reach. XP is almost even between the two teams now. Fortification comes out from Dire, trying to help defend this push here. But with only Zeus here right now, it's not going to help. Mirana's coming in, and Centaurs, the rest of the team's just TPing in here now too. So the Radiant just backs out. Just going to... Looks like they're going to go move towards bottom to go push that out. Trying to get the kill on the tower here, but it's not going to make any work. Wraith King is getting caught out by that arrow, but they realize that the rest of the team is over there, so that Riki does not decide to go in, and Mirana is also falling back towards the tower, getting some more push going on in this, and seeing if they can get some work done on mid here going back out. Dire is grouped up here, all in mid, just rolling down towards bottom. Looking to get a gank with the Moonlight Shadow ultimate popped on Mirana. Just all coming up into the jungle here for the Radiant. Trying to get this Wraith King. Not going to get too close to the tower though. They don't want to get spotted out when they pop the Moonlight Shadow. Although it is up now. They come in to the creep wave and push it out. Now they get back on the tower, giving it some pressure, and Radiant's here to defend. Cast popping off, doing a lot of mini stuns to this team here. Death Prophet popping her ult though, gonna use that to take her advantage to push out and defend the mid here. Centaur gets taken out by the Death Prophet ult. Death Prophet ult gets taken out by Centaur's Blade Mail. Oh, then gem on the deck. Able to get the Riki though, due to a dust being flown off here. Pick up the Ramdir picks up the gem again. He might be taking it back to base, just so they can defend and not give it back up. Because giving that to the other team wouldn't be so great, especially if they decide to use some sort of smoke or something to try and get in a gank here. But so far, nobody's decided to buy that or anything, so far so good, although they do have the Dire side does have a lot of invisibility with Riki and Mirana's ultimate though. So most of Radiant's regrouping here at the base, just finishing up all their healing, getting their items. Black King Bar coming out for Wraith King, getting ready for those team fights to be able to get some sustain in there, so that way he doesn't get taken out right away and waste his ultimate. Darkseer dropping a ward up top here, so seeing that, giving vision on that, double damage rune up top here. They should camp it out here, so that way that the Dire isn't able to find it and take it and use it to their advantage to win a team fight, but not sure they're really interested in scouting that up really right now. I'm dropping an arrow, managing to get Magnus stunned, although no follow up here. Too far out, so doing a little bit of damage to Magnus, but nothing else with that. Double damage is still up top here, so it looks like Magnus is dropping the bottle for Wraith King to pick it up and recharge the bottle, but he didn't actually fill it, so not sure what was going on there. Maybe it's a little bit of miscommunication for the team, but this is the pickup team, so that is to be expected that you wouldn't be able to see all of the maneuvers here, so or work out as well, but we'll see. This is the Cinderella story team.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Ricky able to TP out just in time to not get caught out. But Omni Knight drops, and the gem is on the deck. And Witch Doctor takes the gem. So we'll see. He's going to give it to Riki, who's going to use a drop his poor man's shield. Probably going to have to drop that off somewhere so that way not wasting an inventory slot on Shadow Shaman. But Riki with the gem is a better option. Ooh, nice arrow coming up into the top here. They're able to get a double. Not a double here because of the. Oh, just gonna pop a BTB and TP out, but cancel the TP. Maybe it wasn't the best idea there. Just some work. Magnus dies. No hits on the arrow. Way too far away for this Wraith King to get hit. Wraith King and Darkseer are the only ones left, though. There's a Blink Stomp and a Double Edge coming out from Centaur. War Runner, coupled with the Zeus Ultimate, finishes off the Wraith King. Okay, looks like we got a scouting arrow here. Ramdir was able to avoid that damage, but they are going to take the mid tower here, the mid tier 2, and they're just going to fall back. Not going to get too greedy, not going to push too hard. They're just going to take out just fall back so they don't lose too many fights. Here we have the XP graph coming. It was in the favor of the Radiant, but it went back into the Dire side, giving them that nice advantage there as far as levels, so they have more ability and everything. And Gold Graph was indeed in the favor of the Radiant for just a short amount of time, but it dipped right back down after that massive team fight for the Dire team. Massive team fight for 5D. Yeah. 5D and WED. A lot of movement from Radiant coming out here on bottom. Looks like they might try and make a move here on bottom of Centaur, but he's going to come back and not get caught out by that at all. So Centaur does finish his Heart of Tarask though, so that's going to give him a lot of tank ability for these team fights and not get caught out here. He's going to just go ahead and use that to push out on these Ancients here on the Dire side. Moving with the hold 5-man from the Radiant side, coming up in bot, trying to get that tier 2, but Riki's waiting for him, and so is Centaur. I think that they see Centaur just yet. He's going to blink in, he's going to go Stomp and a Double Edge, but Death Prophet pops her ult, getting some damage to the rest of the Dire team here. And a nice reverse polarity comes in, catching 2 of them, but Witch Doctor popping his ult, doing a lot of damage to the Radiant team. Wraith King does have his ultimate up, so he can go down here and still survive. So the ultimate pops out for Wraith King, slowing down the Dire team, holding him off, so maybe the Radiant can get some kills on here. Centaur pops his Blade Mail, dropping heroes. And the only one left is Death Prophet on the Radiant side. Really good team fight from the Dire team, putting him much, much further in the gold lead, and XP dipping even further down to the 5,000 XP lead. Kills are evening out, although it is the Dire side that is getting more and more of an advantage as they are getting more and more ahead here. winning those team fights, getting the kills and XP that they need to push all these towers and just get the work done. It's taking a lot of movement from Radiant to be able to push back these waves. And Dire seems to have just a better hold on doing the split pushes, getting the damage going out on the creep waves, and translating the tower kills because they are ahead on towers here. They're ahead two towers. Two towers on in favor of the Dire side. Teaming up. Looks like Dire's gathering. Some of the Dire's gathering around Roche here. Looks like they're going to take the pit with Riki, Witch Doctor, and Centaurs. Witch Doctor giving out the heals, helping sustain the fight here for a nice quick Roche skill. It looks like they see the Dire's coming in, so they're gonna back out of there and just wait for the team fight, try and win it, and then take Roche to get a nice advantage, or get ahead here with that. Riki's coming down. They should have been able to see that with just out of range of the Sentry Wards, so they're not exactly sure where he's at, so they didn't see that he was there. Zeus using his ultimate. Didn't get any kills, probably just using it to scout it and see where all of the Radiant side was. So that way they can know whether or not they can actually take Roche. Centaur and Witch Doctor coming in here, and no, Centaur and Riki coming into the pit here, finishing off Roche.
Was a worthy foe.
Looks like Riki side was the one to take the Aegis. It's got a Basher, Yasha, Vlad's, and an Abyssal Blade. Getting really tanky here. Going to be able to do a lot of damage and get those mini stuns going. Nice attack speed and able to heal himself up as well. Should be able to sustain team fights pretty well, especially when he's got the invisibility going on here. I don't think that there's a gem up on the Radiant side anymore. They haven't been able to purchase another gem just yet. So they just have drop wards. Not the best amount of vision that they have there. But that we're going to see Geometry side is how much time till Geometry side? I don't know how to tell. Ooh, Wraith King just missing getting caught out by an arrow here. Radiant team able to push the creep wave back quite a bit here, but it does take all 5 of them to do so. Riki is solo pushing the top lane here out. Yeah, I'm actually recording the cast too. I'm trying terribly to do so, but yeah. I half the time I'm just like, I don't say here anymore. It would be a lot easier if I had 2 people, but Riki coming in and getting the jump on the Magnus. Looks like he was able to get caught out by the dust, though, so they do know that he's there, although it doesn't matter. That's not good. Magnus goes down. Yeah, so bad. Yeah, but then also I don't have any practice either, so this is kind of my first time casting. So it's it'll be okay, but I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. Everybody knows it's not super serious or anything. So, I should be casting in game also, but I don't know how that works. Like I don't know if you just have to like search through all of the games played in order to find the one that we're playing, or how that I don't know. But it's a LAN lobby, so I don't. Would it be streaming out to the internet or not? Like, I have no idea. I got my auto thing pretty good because you even right now it doesn't proc when they're yelling. So that's pretty good. It's second round out of 3, but we haven't played the first yet. We were doing 2 and 3 first because one of the players for the Jesus have to leave early, so so we're playing the ones that they're playing first, and I already locked the bracket in, so I wasn't able to reseed it. So I was like, this will work. We'll just do it that way, and then so you guys will play them next. Round robin, best of 3. Yeah. What time is it? Oh, it's not that. Huh? I'm just recording this locally.
Oh, so you're not actually on like streaming on Twitch?
We don't have the bandwidth for that. You might be able to watch it in game though, because I'm in a broadcast channel on Dota. I just don't know how that works.
Is your voice being broadcasted too?
Yeah, so you should be able to, if you can find the game, you should be able to see all of my movements, everything I'm doing, hear me, and yeah, but I don't know how that works for things without tickets. So yeah, check it out. Let me know. Oh no, bottom tower! Riki getting that push on. I hope somebody plays an Enigma, because I just want to yell black hole in the middle of the game. I don't know why. We got Roche coming up in 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Yeah. Woo! I lost my momentum. But he died. That's great. That Witch Doctor ult, though. Got a little bit of work on Omni Knight, but he's able to keep it up. Looks like Dyer's grouping up here at bottom, trying to get some push on that high ground, but they're not going to be able to get to it right now because it looks like we got some initiation coming out from the Radiant side, trying to take out this Riki. I'm not sure if they knew that this Witch Doctor was up here, but they're not going to get either just yet. But they got another stun off on Riki here, see if they can actually get the rest of the work done here, and they are able to secure the kill. Trying to use the reverse polarity just to get this Witch Doctor. I'm not sure if they're actually going to be able to get it, though. Looks like they got a surge going, and Wraith Knight went the wrong way. So we'll see if he can actually get the stun off and then do the extra damage in order to take him out. And they are able to secure the kill, but Dyer has pushed into their mid, taking the tower in their absence. Not so good for the Radiant. Now they're able to see if they're able to push high ground more and take the racks out. It looks like they're actually going to rotate to the top here and get some work done. But Death Prophet is actually popping her ult here, secure the kill on the Zeus here with her ultimate going. Ronald popped, trying to give some escape for the rest of the heroes, but Wraith Knight using his Shadow Blade. No, not Shadow Blade. I don't know. He had a Shadow Rune or something. He was in Viz for some reason, and that enabled him to get some initiation on here, but that didn't do anything. So, but there's a lot of. What the hell? Why are all of these kills happening? I didn't even see them. Anywho, almost a team wipe on the Dire side. just got a little over a little under 2 minutes before Roche spawns again. Let's see if anybody actually goes over there and picks him up. You know, well, I guess no idea how to tell them. I didn't see any times in the chat, but it doesn't mean that they weren't counting it to see if they can actually catch up with it here. Looks like they're gonna try and make some work on mid here, but they do see the Centaur, so they're gonna just try and push back the creep wave a little bit so they can be a little more secure in their mid, since they're missing their tier 3. Still have the racks, able to keep both the racks up here. The melee barracks down about a fifth of their health though. Yeah, Riki patrolling the jungle on the side here with Centaur War Runner. See, maybe they can regroup over here by Mirana and maybe get some work done. I keep saying work done, I don't know why. Arrow coming out from Mirana, with totally missing though, because the Radiant side is retreating back to their tower here. I think that they realize that there's a lot of dire action coming in in the mid here, rotating in, trying to get some ganks. So they can secure a kill and then make a move onto those barracks that are open, clean. Ramadeer on the Omni Knight gets stunned by the arrow, and then the rest of the team is able to clean up with him, or clean him up. Centaur coming in, just trying to get a stomp off, but he does get stunned by Wraith King. He gets taken out, but his ultimate is still up. So let's see if he can actually get out of here. But he's just taking too much damage not be able to get out. Death Prophet comes in, pops the ultimate, but she dies way too fast for anything to actually happen. Another gem is on the deck here. But Witch Doctor healing up the team, able to get him back up here and able to push and take out the melee barracks. Wraith Knight gets taken out again here, and then they are going to be able to take out the range barracks as well. Let's see if they can take out this building here, and then they're going to make a move onto the mid tower. Nothing really they can do, because Death Prophet's the only one who's up, and she does not have her ultimate right now. Still 75 seconds left on the cooldown for that. And it looks like they do proper fortification, but I don't think that they can actually last very long here. This is probably going to be dancing, and there's the GG. So that's 2 games for the 5 Disciples of Jesus taking that series. And then we're going to move on to our round 3 of 3 rounds in this round robin best of 3.